Okay, let's get started on the next phase of this, which is to scoot back over here. As you can see, I lost all of my various levels by falling to my death over here building the mob farm. I don't know if that was on video or not, but it was kind of funny. But anyway, what I have done, and I've only done a little bit here, I have placed the water in all four corners. So you can see here we got this little donut that I made last time, and we got the water, and then underneath of the water we have a block that is holding the water in. So what we want to do at this point is we want to build a redstone contraption around the outside here, and that redstone contraption is going to allow a series of, I don't have any of the redstone components with me. Well, I'll have to go get them. That redstone contraption is going to have a piston over here, and that piston is going to grab that one block right there, and it's going to pull it back over here. So what we're going to have is in this spot right here, there will be a piston, and when that piston's extended, it's going to block the water. And we're going to have one of those at each of the four corners. And I'm just making the space where that piston's going to sit. And we're going to have a redstone clock. We're going to build an etho clock, which I was really proud of myself the first time I built an etho clock, because I didn't know who the fuck etho was, and I had never seen anyone build a clock like this. But then it turns out, oh no, that's an etho clock. That's a clock that somebody else built before you, and that's really annoying, because instead of going, I'm really proud of this clock I came up with, I have to go, oh, I'm building a clock somebody else came up with that I never knew they came up with it, but I didn't do it first, so I don't count. This mob farm in general is, in fact, a design that I came up with, and I've never seen anybody else do it, so I can actually say this is my goddamn farm idea, and nobody else has ever done one like it. I've never seen anyone else do one like it anyway. And one of these days, somebody's going to come up and go, nope, somebody else did it first. I'm going to say, fuck you, I never saw it. The etho clock gets done by a lot of people. And as I was just trying to figure out how to build a clock circuit that worked over a really long schedule, and I'll talk through it when we get to building that clock circuit. And most of this is all based around just a ring of redstone. That's all it is. It is just a single ring of redstone. That's all. Because here's what we're going to do. I think this is the last side. Yeah, there we go. And then we just have to build up the wall around the outside, because we're going to need to block the light, of course. And we're going to have to do something about the light coming in the top. We're going to have to put a roof on this. And once we get done putting this wall around the outside, then it'll be reasonably safe working out here. Well, it's safe to begin with because we're over the ocean. Okay. There we go. Now we're nice and safe in here. We don't have to worry about falling off of nothing. So, the first thing that we are going to need to do is, well, I'm going to go down and get my, I'm going to go down and get the pistons. There, actually, let's begin by building the circuit, because the circuit's more important. So all we do for this circuit is we've got this simple little system that is going to run everything, and it's all built around that one clock circuit. And that clock circuit can just sit right at the outside. We can set it at the bottom, or we can set it at the there we go. We can set it underneath everything, or we can build it into the wall. And I think I'm going to set it underneath of everything, because that'll be easiest. So what we're going to do for that is, well, let me go get the stuff I need first. I'm thoroughly unprepared for this episode. In fact, I haven't built one of these in so long, I don't even remember how the redstone works. So we're going to work through it from first principles. And I'm not going to look up how to build an etho clock. I'm going to build it from first principles, because that's how it fucking works. So we're going to talk about the entire concept of the etho clock and why exactly it works. And it's all going to be based around just simple stuff that you can figure out on your own. One of the things that I really want to do, and I don't know if anybody watching this cares. In fact, I don't even know if anybody fucking watches this. But one of the things that I'm concerned about when I talk about here's how to build this or that circuit is I'm very much interested in explaining the thought process behind how do you figure out how to do a thing that you want to do. Because that's important. You're going to need to do that. You're going to need to do a lot of that. You are always going to find yourself looking at stuff that you want to do and going, how do I do that? So it's important to kind of set everything aside and go, okay, well, here's how you go about doing that. Where are my fucking arrows? I want to throw these arrows in with the rest of my arrows, and I don't know where the rest of my fucking arrows are. They're not in there. I have no goddamn clue where they are. I literally do not know where the arrows might be. I have no damn idea. Oh well. Okay, we're gonna need 4 sticky pistons. I'll bring 40 for no real reason. We're gonna need some redstone torches. I think we need 1, 2, 3 per side. So I'll just bring 20. And we'll need a bunch of redstone dust. We'll need some redstone. We'll need some redstone blocks, and I think that is pretty much it. Yeah. And we need hoppers. I don't have any hoppers with me, so we're gonna have to make some, which means we had better bring some wood. That's enough wood. So we're going to start off. We're going to go... We need 2 hoppers, so let's build ourselves 2 hoppers, and there we go. We need 2 hoppers and comparators. We need comparators. We need 2 comparators. Because we got repeaters, we got no comparators. Okay, so to make comparators, I know we need nether quartz. And I think we need stone. So redstone comparator, redstone comparator. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right. I think that's all we need for the redstone. I'm going to bring extra redstone dust. Just in case. I got redstone ore. I have not. Okay, but 2 stacks of redstone dust. That should do it. Okay, so now we'll walk around. Oh, holy shit! It's dark. Well, I got that. I got a bed sitting upstairs at the top of the tower, so I'm gonna go jump in that bed. So if I fall to my death, I respawn right near where the build project is progressing. All right. Okay. So we're going to scooch up here. And then we're going to run over here. Well, hold on. We're going to sleep in that bed. So it'll be daylight. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin with the etho clock. Well, that didn't end well. Okay, so let me eat a potato. Okay. So there's that. And now we're going to need to build out the spot where the etho clock sits. And that's relatively simple because it's just a little 2x4 space, like so. And then that can be walled off, like so. So we're going to wall off the space where the clock goes, like this. And now, here are the fundamental principles of the clock. This doesn't actually need to be that size. But yeah. Here is our first bit. which is a hopper pointing over there. Now we're going to pull that down, and we're going to put another hopper pointing the opposite direction, like so. Now, if we just take and throw one item in there, you can see that now that item will bounce back and forth from hopper to hopper. Okay? And I was off by 1 on the size that this needs to be. Okay. No, wait, no, I wasn't. Just need to be a little creative on this. So if I put the redstone comparator there, you can see that as that item bounces back and forth, each individual hopper has its power output just kind of bouncing on and off. Okay? And that in and of itself, that might be enough for you. Okay? If you want everything to turn on and off that fast, that might be good enough. But what if you put a bunch more stuff in there? Like, let's say you put a quarter stack or a half stack of nether quartz in there. Okay? Here's 32 bits of nether quartz. Well, now you got nothing. Okay? Because that one bit of nether quartz is going to just sit there and do nothing, because it's going to send one piece of nether quartz over here, and then that hopper is going to send that piece of nether quartz back at the same time this sends another piece of nether quartz. So it's going to continually send one piece of nether quartz back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, but because each hopper is sending one back and forth, they're just swapping places. And you would actually get the same thing. You get the same thing if you had 2. Take 2 bits of nether quartz. You get the same thing. And just putting 2 in there. So 1 gives you a very fast clock, and 2 gives you a kind of slow clock. So now what you end up with is the question of, how do you make this clock go on and off at reasonable frequency? And the answer to that is relatively simple, because all you have to do is put a block of redstone there, and that block of redstone turns off that hopper, and it won't send anything anywhere. So now that hopper doesn't work. But what if you put everything over in the other hopper? So you see now that this side is off. What if I put everything into that hopper? Now everything goes over here. But what if I then turn off that hopper? Now they all go back over here. So here's what we end up with here, okay? We've got these two little situations here where you've got the redstone torches going back and forth, and when you get one go all the way off, at that point, okay, at the point that it's all the way off, you want to move this piece of redstone back over there. So how would you do that? Well, you would do that with a piston. And all I have to do for that, and this is a simple process, so all you have to do is you want to connect the output, which we're connecting right now through through this single block right here. We're connecting through this block to the piston. And we're going to start off right here. No, I don't want it facing that way. I want it facing this way. So we want to put it there, and then we want to put another one on the other side there. Now, this is going to get noisy, so I'm going to just warn you, it's going to get noisy. If I put a piece of nether quartz in here, look what happens. That's exactly what we want going on with our redstone. So all we have to do is put our piece of redstone down right there, and now we can take our various items, and we're going to take, what are we going to use for this? We should use something that's not especially valuable. I'm going to use, you know what? I'm going to go down and I'm going to get something else. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to grab something pointless and stupid to put in here. Something that I've got way too much of and do not need to stockpile. So anyway, you can put up to 5 stacks of stuff in there. The important thing is you want it to operate over an appropriate length of time. So we will figure that out as we take a look at it. You know what? I'm going to use a bunch of bone meal. Nah, I'm not going to use a bunch of bone meal. I'm going to use dirt. I'm just going to grab some dirt. We got way too much fucking dirt. We've always got way too much fucking dirt. You can't really do this with more than 4 stacks of items. If you do it with more than 4 stacks of items, with more than 5 stacks of items, then you're just going to jam up, and your clock is going to get stuck and not be able to work. Actually, is it going to get stuck? I think it would actually just work on whatever less than 5 stacks you have available. It would just fill up the first one first. No, it wouldn't, because if the first hopper never becomes empty, then it never pulls back the other piston. So the redstone block can't move. So I think it would jam up. Either way, it doesn't do what you want it to do. So anyway, at this point, we're going to drop in some dirt. So we're going to open up that hopper, and we're just going to throw in a stack of dirt. And you can see it's popping this dirt over into the other hopper. And when it finishes popping that dirt over into the other hopper, then it is going to go ahead and shove this redstone block over to the other side. So the obvious question at this point is, well, how do you get that signal out of the clock and into the rest of the mechanism? And all you have to do is just take the signal from one side or the other of the system. And whichever side is active, whichever side is on, would then pass that signal along. So in this particular case, what we're going to do, I'm going to make myself a little space here. And I also want to expand this outward anyway. I don't like having it just be like that. So we're going to come off to the side here. And what I want to do is this space here and that space there. And what I am going to do is I'm going to take a single redstone torch and I'm going to pop that redstone torch right there. Like so. I'm going to pull that out so I can... And you can see that right now that's off. And when this runs out right here, and the redstone torch goes off again. Okay. So, that's not what I want. Why does it go off again? So it stays off until... What we want is... Actually, what we should do is... we should take the output from the top of the redstone block, shouldn't we? Oh, what the hell is this shit? Okay. Oh, you too, what the hell? I wonder... Okay, I need to collect that leather, it's driving me crazy. So I'm gonna come over here. First things first, I need to have a sleep. I'm gonna make myself a little chest over here. I do not need that, and I do not need the magma blocks, or most of this other stuff. Deep slate I'm not going to be building with. Andesite, why do I even have andesite? Why am I even carrying andesite with me? Where did this stone come from? What the fuck? All kinds of weird shit going on here. Okay. All right, so we're going to come up here and... All right, now here's the question. If we place a block on top of that, then does that turn the torch on and off? That's a good question. Let's wait around and see whether it does. It does not. Okay. So, how are we going to get the redstone signal out of here? I know I've done this before. You know what I think? I think I usually do this by... I think I usually do this by actually running a line of redstone out to the side. And, I suspect it'd work better if I put the, I think this will work better if I put the pistons on this side. So if I pull it off of that side, then that will give me, let me shore up this side again. All right. So what we want to do at this point is take this. No, I don't want a block of redstone there. What I want is a redstone signal. So a redstone signal could come out there. And once it's out, we can run it wherever we want it to go. And where we want it to go is right over here. So we want that to run right there. And let's shore it up. We will close it in over here. Okay. Okay, so this is where our signal comes out. And right now there is no signal. But what we have got is we're going to run the signal up here. We're going to go right there. Okay, here's how we're going to do this. We're going to run it up here, and we're going to run a block there, and a block there. We're going to put a redstone torch right here, and then we're going to pop up here. And we're going to put a block there, and this is going to be our output right here. So our redstone signal is now going to run up through here. And that's going to be on when that comes up. Now, you see there that goes off when the redstone clock is off. And that'll do it. This space is bigger than it needs to be, but that's just for maintenance purposes. And we'll close that up. So there that is. That is going to be our little redstone contraption that operates the circuit. And now we just need to pop in our pistons. I come around here, and we're going to go one there. And one there. one there. And where's and one there. Okay. All right. So what we want to do is we want to run a signal using redstone, and we want to run a signal over to here. And that signal needs to extend the piston. And what I'm going to do for that is we're going to do, once again, a redstone torch. We're going to pop a redstone torch there. And then we're going to pop a block there. And you can see that the redstone torch in here is off, and then it comes on. And when it comes on, we have the water held in there. When that goes back off, then the water's going to come out. So we're just going to wait for that to go off. And when it does go off, there goes the water, right there. And there it is turning back on. And you'll see in a moment that it'll go back off again. And that will give us time for our why didn't that work? Oh, because I'm an idiot and I left a space. Aha! That's not too bright of me. And I'm also out of endstone bricks already. Really? I gotta go get more endstone? Well, it doesn't matter what I have. I can actually use dirt, I think. In fact, let's go ahead and build it with dirt. All right. So now that'll go on. Oh, it's going through. It's going through there. Okay, we're going to need to use some different blocks here. This is what it's like building redstone shit. I don't think I need that, do I? No, I do. Wait, do I? All right, let's take a different couple of blocks out. Take those out, and we can jump up. That'll work. Now when that pulls back, nothing will happen because Okay, that was a bad idea. I'm going to pull that out of there. And then I can run redstone. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll run redstone right underneath of it. We are going to run into some problems with redstone travel distance. But that's okay, because I know how to deal with that. Now I'm going to make myself a little exit on each of the 4 sides here. And we'll put those back together. At a later point. Okay. Why is this no longer... Why is this piston not actually firing? Oh, I think it's because I need a conductive block right there. That's what I need, yeah. Okay. So I need that conductive block there. But that should do it. There we go. And then when that turns off, it'll run back into here. And it's getting dark. And I'm going to place a couple of additional torches here just to keep things sane. Okay. We'll put these back. Now, we want to check the timing here because we want this to push mobs all the way to the center. We don't want it to take much longer than it needs to, so we're going to start off to see just how long this takes. Does this get us to the end? It does. And it seems to be taking a little longer than it needs to turn back off. Yeah, okay. So let's go and fix that a little. So we just took out 16. Now we need to fight our way over here and let this turn off, and we need to check the timing on this. Is 48 items enough for stuff to get all the way to the end? So we get as far away as possible, right here. And we're going to see what happens. Does it push us all the way to the end? Looks like this is enough time. That is just about exactly enough time. Okay, so 48 is what we want. Now, let's get started making everything work. Now we're going to take this all the way as far as it can go, which is about that far. And here, what we want is we could at this point use a repeater, but instead of using a repeater, what I am going to do is use the old school repeater system, which is a redstone torch, a dot of redstone, and another redstone torch. And that is going to give us what we need here. And we need to take the block out from under that, put redstone, put a redstone torch, and put a block on top of that. So yeah, there we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3 torches there. And we're going to need to do another 3 torches here. We'll come over here, pull that out. Dot of redstone. Redstone torch. Block. And there we have that. They appear to be out of sync. Why? Two, 3. We don't need that second torch, do we? Okay, so that goes there, conductor block there. Everything open? Everything is open. All right. So now what we need to do is, now we need to put a roof on this. Okay, but there we have the we have all of the elements at this point. We've got the signal going to all four of the pistons. The pistons are all synchronized. They're turning on and they're turning off when they're supposed to. So now I just need to, well, I need to Okay, now all I need to do is, first of all, have I got at least 8 blocks? I have. Okay, so we'll go block, 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 And now we'll scooch on out of here and we'll go block, block. Okay. Everything is now set up and working. So all I need to do at this point is roof this off. Or alternately, we could do an additional layer. We could do an identical layer of the exact same thing over top of this. That'll work just fine, and then we'll have double the spawning potential. But right now, what I want to do is I want to take down the torches. Like so. And we'll just roof this over with slabs. So I'm going to need a bunch of slabs. In fact, I'm going to need like 6 stacks of slabs. So let's make our way down at this point. Bam. And it's now early in the morning, so I don't have to worry about anything right this second. So I'm gonna need I'm gonna need 6 stacks of something to roof this place off. And I'll just use slabs. I'll do a single layer. I won't do a double layer just yet. Let me see what I've got. Have I got something slabbable? Can't make slabs out of dirt. Orange terracotta. I could use orange terracotta. I can put all the redstone back away. I don't need all of this shit anymore. Yeah, all the redstone bits we're finished with. Nether quartz goes in this other chest over here. So we got 4 stacks of orange terracotta, and I'm gonna bring 7. Yeah, okay. So now let me walk around, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull down I can't pull down the scaffolding yet. Now we're safe because nothing's going to fall down as long as the scaffolding is there. So I can actually just I can just head on up there. Have I really not got any end stone left? Really? Man. Because I should really close up that that hole up at the top. Anything fall in here? No. There's something I can cannibalize in here. Is there? I'll bet there is. In fact, there is. Isn't there? Yeah. Okay, so I've got 3 redstone, and I need 4, well, not redstone, but end stone. I got 3 endstone brick. I need 4 endstone brick, and I can actually use dirt here, I'm pretty sure. Let's make sure it still works. Doesn't have to be pretty in here. All right, perfect. And I'm going to put some light in here, just so nothing gets in. And actually, you know what? I'm going to block this off with orange terracotta just so I know where it is. And then I'm going to scoot all the way down to the bottom, and we're going to pull all the scaffolding like so. And that should give us everything we need. I need some kind of slabs. I had some slabs over here. Yep. Slabs right there. I can come back over here. Well, that was dumb. Okay. And that will give us what we need. Okay. Now let's scoot back here and you know what? I'm just gonna pillar up with dirt. I was gonna make this quick, simple, and easy. It's dirt. I don't care. Okay, and we're just going to start working it in. That should end up perfectly dark. As long as I'm up here, nothing will spawn, but okay. It's going to be ugly on the top, but nobody cares. All right. We're almost done here. There we go. And that is that. And now at this point, what I want to do is I want to place some torches in here. Just to make sure nothing spawns. I don't want anything spawning in here. And this will prevent that. Which is particularly important in this area where I do not have redstone. Nothing will spawn on top of the redstone, but in this area over here, there's nothing to prevent things from spawning. So, from here, I just pull things down. And that should do it. We should now start to see mobs beginning to pop up and fall down here. It's dark. We don't actually need that to be visible. But it's okay if it is. And just hang around a while and we should see stuff begin to fall down the chute and die and drop stuff in here. And that's not going to happen because I've left the top of the, I haven't spawn-proofed the top of the, yeah. I didn't place torches on the roof. And I kind of should have. So, yeah, I'm going to have to come back up here and spawn-proof. Ah, damn it. That sucked. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come 1, 2, 3, 4 in. I'm going to come 1, 2, 3, 4 in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should give us, if I look at the light level here, light 15 sky, 4 block. That is enough for things not to spawn. But you know what, I'm going to put them 1 block farther in. Just to make it a little better. It should now be 6. Yep, 6 in the middle. Okay. Dropped anything in it? We have been dropping some mobs. So if we just hang out here for a minute, we should see some mobs come through and fall in. Let me come to my waypoints and clear the death point. Yep, clear them back. Turn that off, and we should now see. There goes a zombie. The drop rates are not going to be like huge in this, but if I built it higher up in the sky, it would probably generate more drops. I just didn't bother. And this is passive. These things will drop down here. If I come over here and just like work on my shit, then there should be no problem with things spawning and appearing. And what is that? Oh, okay, that's an iron golem. We've got this one guy over here. I'm gonna get rid of that guy. I don't know where he went. He has disappeared. Not seeing any spawns happening. That's frustrating. Why aren't we seeing any spawns happening? There should be spawns happening. There we go. We just had a group fall. Yeah, we had at least one spider. I think we may need more time on the let's switch into spectator mode and we'll go up and see what's going on. So we've got one spider in there, and that's it, just the one spider. Why don't we have anything else in here? Huh. Why aren't things spawning in here? What's the spawn rates? Spawn rates. So we got 70 monsters have spawned. Spawn list. No, spawn tracking. Spawn tracking start. Spawn tracking monster. -11. Okay. So we got a bunch of shit at -11. Yeah, we got a bunch of shit that's happening just below the bottom of the world. Okay. Yeah, that's far enough down. That's an issue. So because that's happening down low, that means we have another thing to take care of. Specifically, we need to go and figure out spawn tracking. We're getting a significant number of spawns. We're getting we're getting the spawns. The spawns are just not happening where we want them to happen. They're happening down underground. So we need to go down into that area and take a look around and see what's going on. Okay, so let's put it in spectator mode, and we'll go triggered night vision because I'm in spectator mode. So I'm going to go down, and we're going to come down and take a look at what's down here. Because we've got down at this area, yeah, we've got this huge, whoa. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, we've got a big space up here, and that big space is where everything is spawning. So yeah, because everything is spawning here, we've got a couple of different options. And one of those options is that we could conceivably go down there and just light everything up. Or we could lift up the area, the AFK spot. If I simply lift this up, and this isn't the problem area. This is the problem area here. If I lift the whole thing up about 30 blocks, then we don't have a problem. And this is the issue with putting things down close to the ground. The reason you hike your mob farm way up in the air is so you do not have this problem. And I did not hike my mob farm far enough into the air. And because of that, I now have all of the mobs that should be spawning in my farm spawning here instead. The issue isn't the farm, the issue is me. If I can get me farther into the air, which is not especially difficult, then me being farther in the air by about 30 blocks. So if I could get me higher into the air, if I could get me about up here. So if I just, I gotta put myself way up here. If I just do that, then that should fix the problem. Let's verify that putting me up that high in the air Okay, so here we are. And let's see what happens in terms of entity spawning. I think this should fix it. Spawn tracking monster. It's still happening. Okay, we got some stuff happening down underneath of things. Yeah, I need to I actually need to bring this up another. Okay. So if I just hike myself up significantly higher. No, that's not it. Spawn tracking monster again. Yeah, we've now got a lot of drowned spawning. That's not what we want. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we are going to have to do all of that again. What fun. We're going to okay, we got to hike all of this up about. All right, we're going to hike this up about. We are starting to get some drops, and that's a thing. But I've got to hike the farm higher up in the air. Well, here's the thing. If I hike the farm higher up in the air by another, if I just do another layer about 60 blocks farther up, if I put another layer way up here, then that layer should work fine. I shouldn't have to, I don't actually have to remove this layer. All right, I don't have to remove this layer. All I got to do is put a hole in it and make the drop shaft higher. So I can just do that. and then I can run I can just run a torch tower up from the current one, and that'll do the job. So yeah, that's that will be the next episode, and yeah, I'm not gonna do that immediately. I need a break from making this fucking mob farm shit. So, well, there is the mob farm. The mob farm does work. We just need to improve the rates by getting the spawn proofing done. So, yeah, that'll be that, and we'll get to fixing it next episode. Okay, bye.